nice heavy pour so we can get to the business.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you. Salud.
Thanks for joining us tonight. This is my first show, and for my first show here in Brooklyn, New York, I thought it only right to have the original Brooklyn girl, the mayor of Bed Stuy, Kai. Welcome, Kai, guys.
Thank you. I love that you keep calling me the mayor.
You are the mayor. In my phone, when you call me, it says the mayor.
I'm so not the mayor.
I mean,
but I'll take it. Thanks.
I mean, soon, an alderman or something, a councilwoman, something. Don't listen. Don't be modest.
What does the mayor mean? What does that mean?
I mean, it means you run shit.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we walk the streets in your neighborhood, you like shake hands and kiss babies.
Oh, Lord.
All the OGs know you. All the old ladies.
But there is something to be said about that. I do always run into guys that I've known since I was 16 who have been trying to holler and still are.
Last time we.
But I ran into another one actually last weekend who had been in jail for like 10 years.
He came out. He was like, "You done grown."
He came out. He was by Lover's Rock. He had on this electric blue leather jacket on. He was like, "Yo, I remember you. Remember I taped 106 in Park when you was on it, and I showed it to you."
Wait, you was on 106 in Park?
I was when Free and AJ were on, and they brought me up on stage, and Free gave me a hug.
Damn.
I thought I was so special.
So you've been a celebrity in the hood. Kai has a store in Bed Stuy, a concept store.
Yeah.
Sincerely, Tommy. Cheers to that.
Oh, thanks.
How has your life changed since you opened the store?
I don't know. I guess I just work a lot more, and I'm like a real person now.
Like a grown-ass woman.
Yeah, but like between 12 and 9, and then when I am not at the store, I try to be Kai again.
Yeah. But let's get real. Like, how has, like, the reception, like, the newfound, I guess, social media fame, how do you feel about that? Because I know you as a person who's not really into social media and even, like, being really in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's interesting, I guess.
Yeah?
People are weird.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just fascinated overall, I think, by people who follow something so easily. Mm-hmm. And I get it. Like, for me, I'm like, okay, I like what I'm putting out there. Mm-hmm. I think it's something of quality, something of value. But just the things people say sometimes or the things they'll do to try to get close, I'm always like...
Give me an example. Give me an example of something someone has said to you in person or via social media that you were really like...
Well, it's interesting because I've actually had a lot of people who are really sweet and they're just inspired by this story, so they will reach out, whether it's coming to the store or emailing or writing about it, and I appreciate that, and I think that's genuine. But every now and then I get someone who's a little weird and may show up at the store and just want to talk and be friends because be friends.
I mean,
that's... I don't want to put it out there.
No, tell us. This is the place. This is 306. Apartment 306 is a safe place. It's only going to go on the internet.
Exactly.
That's only where it's going to go.
Let's just say people with Instagram especially, like, they know your shit. And it's weird.
Have you had, like, any suspects DM sliding going on?
Actually, no, and I'm surprised. I thought that was gonna happen. I feel like I don't want to get to that level though.
Slide in her DM.
Yeah, I want to feel that. Like,
you're gonna put her Instagram handle on the bottom.
Slide in my DM.
Slide in her DM. For sure.
I won't reply, but it'll make me feel.
It'll make you feel good.
It'll make me feel like I'm elevated to the next level.
Yeah.
Because I know girls who get that, and I'm always like, what do I have to do? Maybe I need to like wear tighter clothes or something.
No, I mean, you recently like kind of broke the internet when you posted a nude photo from one of your trips. Where were you?
In Texas.
In Texas.
Doing a road trip.
A road trip, and decided, like, how did you go? Did you know you wanted to strip down?
I guess so. I think and maybe you know this because you're my friend, but I'm generally always naked, or jump out naked randomly.
Yeah.
So that wasn't anything big for me.
No.
It was just on camera.
Yeah, it's
for
kind of a
everyone
running
else.
thing, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
because apparently you used to only go to the bathroom naked.
Yeah.
You used to strip down to use the bathroom.
So my dad has this thing growing up. He would always have to get naked to use the bathroom, and he'd have to have something to read or visually look at. So I developed that growing up. It didn't matter where I was, if it was a public restroom.
You would get butt naked in a public restroom.
Butt naked, and my grandmother would get so upset. Kai, why you always have to take your clothes off? I don't understand. But I had to do it. It was the only way I would feel comfortable. Otherwise, I just couldn't do it.
I want to get back to your store because I think people probably show up at your store because it's it's a big deal. Like everybody in New York has something, a brand, a clothing line, a podcast. I'm talking about myself. But to have actually something, someplace is really major. Do you I know you do a lot of community outreach, and you recently had an event where you invited some underprivileged girls. Is that one of your main goals, is to continue that?
Absolutely. That's my main goal, I would say. Besides the growth of the store itself. But I really just want to see some positive influence for young people in our community, because I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough that they can really relate to, that's accessible. They look at, celebrities or rappers, whoever, and they think it's cool, but, those people don't, in my opinion, do enough to really go back and reach out to the people who support them. And I think the girls especially need to see that because, I don't know, they're lost.
True, for sure. That's why I run in my neighborhood.
Run?
Yeah, I literally
Jog?
I jog, and it's so funny. I'm jogging through this neighborhood as a black woman. I see women who look at me like
she's jogging.
She's jogging, and I see older women. It's so funny. I saw a lady pushing her cart, and she was like, "Oh, I need to have my fat ass running with you," and I was like, "Girl, you can do it too. Get out here and wrap your doobie up, and go for a little jog, even if it's a few blocks." But I think those are little things, doing things that we don't commonly see.
Yeah.
If it's jogging by a mile, because, I get tired.
Yeah, I'm not a runner at all.
But you be working out, though.
I had a cute little stint, and then I kind of stopped for a minute. But I'm going to go back. I have to go back.
You have to? Yeah, you got to keep it tight and right, because, you're a figure now. You're a role model.
Oh, Lord.
You are. They watching you. But apparently you were a little badass that liked to be in the mix with grown folks at parties.
Well, my mom was the dean of admissions at Colgate University, upstate New York, and she, it's funny, so she got the job because the students loved her, and all the black students, because it's a predominantly white Ivy League school.
Yeah.
So all the black students loved her. She really fought for the students of color there. And they would always have these parties, and I would always go with her. And I was I don't know, 7 or 8 years old at grown people's parties, with college students. And I remember one party, and I just learned how to do the bogle and this dance where you would smack your butt like that. So I just kept doing the bogle and then this. And she saw me beating my ass, and she was like, "Carly!"
You've been giving her trouble.
Yeah, but I would always love to go to the parties. I just always wanted to dance with the people.
And fast forward to, what's that really good story about when she took you to the rehabs and what?
Yeah, that one was.
Okay, what's the story though? Because I was trying to remember in preparation for this moment, but it was maybe the best parenting story ever.
My parents take punishment way too seriously, dude. She found out that I had a drink. And first of all, I honestly, to defend myself, didn't know there was alcohol in this, but I was in D.C. because my dad moved down there. And kids down there at this time were so hood. Like, they were just grown as hell for their age. So I was hanging out with this girl, and she lived in the projects, and she gave me a cup of 99 bananas, which is like something crazy proof.
What you drink when you're in like high school and college.
And it's disgusting, and it had ice and nothing else in it. And I drank like maybe 3 sips, and I ended up throwing up. But I was a little tipsy, so my father's wife's niece ended up seeing me and then telling him I was drunk. So of course he calls my mom. He puts me on a bus that night back to New York.
I can't deal with her.
And
take her ass back.
She is right there when I get off the bus. Mind you, I have no idea what's going on. She picks me up. We drive straight to 42nd Street, and she's like, "Get out." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Get out and go in that building." So I go in the building, and I see this plaque. It says like women's shelter or something. I was just like, what? And I had to go into the office, like the intake center, and I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My mom sent me here, and she was like, do you have a place to go? I was like, yes, she's outside. And she's like, wait, your mother's with you? And I was like, yeah, she just sent me here. And the woman was like, we can't keep you. Like, we can't just take you for a night because your mom doesn't want to deal with you. So I went back out, and of course, she was unhappy that they would not take me. She told me I was an alcoholic.
My alcoholic daughter. Take her. So you, like, in less than 24 hours, you got tipsy, unbeknownst to you, was sent back to New York, and then your mother drove you to a rehab center.
Yes.
And
not a rehab center, a shelter on 42nd Street.
A women's shelter.
Where I probably would have died that night if the lady let me stay.
A women's shelter.
Yes.
And you're an entrepreneur in Brooklyn.
And now I'm an entrepreneur.
That is a success
See what
story.
happens?
That's a success
Send
story.
your kids to women's shelters.
That's a success story.
Yeah.
You're going to have a Lifetime movie. The Life and Times of Kaid. We all go astray.
Yeah.
In those teen years. I, too, have had my fair share.
Let's talk about that.
On the next episode of 306 Late, is there anything you want to let us know about? Other people know about?
Come by the store, get some coffee.
Where's the store located?
343 Tompkins Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Bed Stuy.
Bed Stuy?
Yeah.
And what time does the coffee counter open? Because you know people like to get
7:30 to 5:30 for the early people.
And when can they come in there and act like they're working so they can just see you?
I'm never there. If you're gonna come to buy.
Come to shop till you drop.
Yeah.
Is there a promo code? No.
No. You can follow us on Instagram though.
For sure. What's Instagram?
Oh, sincerely Tommy _
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I don't want to do this shit.
Thank you.
Stop being sus. Thank you so much for stopping by apartment 306. This has been 306 Late.
Cheers.
What?